Happy Friday, everybody. I hope you had a great week. Today is May 12, 2023, and this is your Friday planning video. Let's jump into a few planning ideas based on the season, and I'll end with some tales from the front lines. Yes, stories I bring you direct from my meetings with you. First, the season. Can you smell it? Yes, that's charcoal and lighter fluid, burgers and hot dogs. We can even hear the engines and smell the fuel. Yes, it's getting close to the end of May. I'll admit the last few items on that list are holdovers from my time in Indiana for college, but overall, with Memorial Day coming and the Indy 500, there's a lot of great things on the horizon. Summer, for one. With summer, many young people, summer employment. Whether we're talking about flipping burgers, serving coffee, or working at the local day camp, the big question will eventually be, as a minor earning money over the summer, or any time during the year, can they start investing and when? Now remember, even in the summer, I do not give personal tax advice, but if I can get in touch with your tax advisor and pull them from poolside, I'll be happy to work with them to get a plan in place for you. As for that question, yes, minors can invest, but they cannot invest on their own until they're old enough to enter into a contract under their own authority. As a rule of thumb, that's 18 in most states, 19 in some, and 21 in others. If your youngster is lucky enough to get a job this summer and start to put away money, let's talk for a moment about what they can do with it. Of course, they're going to tell you that they want to spend it. They've earned it after all. Movies, eating out, you get the picture. But if they are resourceful enough to get a job and maybe even save some of those dollars, with your help, they can get started investing, either in a retirement account or a regular non-retirement account. They can have an account opened on their behalf by you, a custodial account, either a regular or an IRA. In many cases, you may want to consider opening a custodian Roth IRA for your child and putting at least some of that money they earned in for that long-term growth. Yes, like other IRAs and Roth IRAs, the custodial Roth IRAs will set aside that money in a place that will be locked away until retirement, at least 59 and a half. There are exceptions to the penalties, but in most cases, this money should be looked at as a tax-free growth engine to be used post-age 59 and a half. The compounding of that money and the growth that you can see if you invest it correctly can really do wonders. Just a quick calculations. According to a hypothetical calculation by Fidelity, if your child starts saving into a Roth IRA at age 15, from 15 to 20, they save $3,000 per year, added on January 1st, and then from 21 to 50, add $6,000 per year. Then at age 50, add $1,000 over that for the catch-up provision, $7,000 a year. At an annual rate of return of 7%, the Roth IRA will be worth almost $500,000 by age 45, a bit over $1 million at age 55, $2.1 million plus by age 65, and $3,109,183 at age 70. Is that a compelling story or what? Why are we not doing this for every child? Like I said, this does bite into the movies and fast food budget, and most importantly, the child must have earned income. Now, if they only earn $2,500 at the summer camp, that's all that can be contributed. Normal annual limits also apply, $6,500 per person until age 50, $7,500 after age 50. But this is a pretty amazing number. And remember, in a Roth IRA, all of that $3.1 million at age 70 will be available tax-free under today's laws. The money actually does lose that penalty after age 59 and a half, so you have the ability to access it then. Okay, so I think we're clear on that. If we can start to put money away, even if it's not that full amount in the hypo I just mentioned, it has a long way to grow, and give up a few trips to the burger place, it's probably worth it. Don't forget, and don't let them hear me tell you this, but you can pay them for things around the house. Informal employment can also generate earned income. Walk the dog, babysitting, even cleaning the house and their rooms. This will also add the opportunity for you to start them on the investment education. I do this all the time with children in the schools around here and with many of your children. Call me and we can talk about setting up a time with them for me to start working with them to teaching them the importance of saving and investing and how to do it effectively. Now, a few items I want to share with you, tales from the front lines. Like tax advice. Please note, as I said, I don't give tax advice, but I also do not give legal advice, but we should have some conversations with your estate planning attorney, and if you don't have one, let's talk about that also. This is a great time to revisit your accounts nearly 5 full months into the year. Have you had any major life events happen? Births, deaths, marriages, divorce, any of these events can and should have an effect on your beneficiary. Please double check who is the beneficiary of your retirement accounts and even, of course, your life insurance. As for the in-depth estate planning, yes, wills, trusts, powers of attorney, healthcare directives, you get the picture. Please, I've had multiple conversations this week about this. If you have spent time and money investing in your plan, please let us know. Why? Because if you have established a trust and you keep an eye out for an upcoming blog on my new website about some common times when having a trust is helpful. But if you have made the investment in having the trust drawn, please talk to Rebecca. Make sure that your accounts are properly titled. The best trust does not help you if your account is not titled the name of that trust. The same goes for a single name, joint name, TOD, or transfer on death. All of these titles can be correct for you, but they have to be on the account now. So please check that, especially if you've just done your estate plan. The reasons for each type of title on the accounts are beyond the scope of this video, but please be in touch with me and your estate planning attorney to talk about how you can set up your accounts so that your wishes are carried out when you are no longer here. Also from the front line, do you have annuities? Are they lifetime income annuities? These are products that are complex and virtually each contract is unique. If you have annuities and you're taking income from your contracts, please let us review those for you. I've mentioned this before, annuities are not for everyone, but if you have them, please let me review them for you. Most of the conversations I have with the older contracts for sure are centered on the idea that we cannot easily determine what the bells and whistles are on the contract and what you're entitled to until we actually get in and dig into it a little bit. One of the big issues is that contract value. As we've seen in the past year or so, stocks and markets can go down. And as it happens, your contract value may also go down. If that value goes down too low, it may affect your income now or later. This is not true of all contracts, but let me review what you have and we'll note what you deserve and what we can do to help you get that. So there you have it, some summer investment planning ideas and some tales from the front lines. Come back next week for some more planning ideas and check out the Monday planning video to get a recap of this past week's market action and a preview of the next week. As of last week, you can still find my videos on my YouTube channel, my LinkedIn, Twitter, and even the emails we send you. The easiest way to find it is to check out my new website and grab the video right from the front page. www.randycohenihtwm.com is the site. Visit it often for updates to the video and other great content. You can even get to your online access from that site. For now, have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week.